Hello, friends. Are you at a point in your life where every step feels like the biggest obstacle isn't the mountain in front of you, but rather, it's you yourself? Have you ever thought that our failures and struggles don't always stem from external factors, but often from the limitations, fears, and negative thoughts within us? Friends, The Mountain is you as a book that helps us realize that our greatest challenge is not someone else, but ourselves. This book teaches us how to identify and overcome our inner limitations and guide our lives in the right direction. Each of us has an internal struggle we often ignore, but it is this very struggle that strengthens us and leads us toward our dreams. In this video, I will take you deep into the essence of this book. We will discuss how our habits and thoughts become the biggest roadblocks in our path and learn how we can transform these habits. Because every mountain that intimidates you is actually an opportunity to unleash your inner strength. Sometimes in life, the first battle we must fight is with ourselves. We need to identify our weaknesses, accept them, and then conquer them. This is the core message of this book. So if you want to bring meaningful change to your life, push past your limitations, and achieve your dreams, make sure to watch this video until the end. Let us together identify the mountain that's holding us back and overcome it. After watching this video, don't forget to share your thoughts and experiences with us. And yes, if you enjoyed this video, please like it, subscribe to the channel, and share it with your friends and family. Who knows? Your one share might make someone else's mountain a little easier to climb. Chapter 1. The Mountain is You. Self-sabotage is a term we often hear, but we might fail to grasp its true meaning. Simply put, self-sabotage means preventing yourself from reaching the goals you desire. It becomes the obstacle in your life that you unknowingly create. For instance, imagine you want to top your class. You work hard, but a voice inside you whispers, "What if your best effort isn't enough?" This fear stops you from giving your 100%. You know you aren't trying your best, and this is a classic example of self-sabotage. The most surprising thing about self-sabotage is that we often remain unaware of it. We unknowingly harm ourselves, make excuses, doubt our abilities, and miss opportunities that could propel us forward. At its root, self-sabotage stems from fear. This fear convinces us that we are unworthy of the things or people in our lives. For example, if you're working hard for a promotion but a fearful mind says, "Am I really capable of this?" it stops you from trying. The same applies to relationships. If you think you aren't a good partner, you won't fully invest in a relationship. This type of fear repeatedly pushes you towards sabotaging yourself. Another major reason for self-sabotage is your surroundings and self-perception, what we call the self-concept. Your self-concept is shaped by how your parents, friends, and society have made you feel. For example, if you grew up watching your parents handle money carelessly or your friends had a similar attitude toward finances, these experiences shape your subconscious mind. As a result, you unknowingly start making poor financial decisions. So, how do we change this habit? How do we break free from the trap we've created for ourselves? Stop denial. The first step is to accept the truth. Recognize that the excuses you're making are actually self-sabotage. For instance, saying, "I earn less because I prefer a simple life," is often just an excuse. The reality might be that you're not pushing yourself to grow. Remember, underestimating yourself or believing you aren't worthy of something better is your biggest barrier. Write down your problems. The second step is to understand your problems clearly. Take a piece of paper and list everything that troubles you. If money is your issue, write down every aspect of your financial situation, your loans, expenses, and the habits preventing you from saving. If your struggles are with your body, behavior, or something else, write those down too, honestly. This process isn't easy. Many people take years to reach this level of self-awareness. But once you see your problems clearly, you have two choices. Either accept them as they are, or make an effort to change them. Ask yourself questions. Once you've listed your problems, ask yourself why you keep holding yourself back. What is stopping you from getting closer to the things you want most? For example, if you're not applying for your dream job, is it because you fear rejection? Or do you feel you don't deserve it? Change your mindset. Now that you've identified the reasons behind your self-sabotage, the next step is to change your mindset. If you're making poor financial decisions, work on shifting your perspective. Learn to spend wisely and save. If you're making mistakes in relationships, focus on trust and commitment. The mountain teaches us that a person's greatest obstacle is often themselves. The day you identify your harmful habits and thoughts is the day you gain the power to change them. Every individual has the potential to improve their life, but the first step is confronting your fears and doubts. Remember, your life depends on the mindset you hold about yourself. Change your thinking, and you will change the direction of your life. Recognize self-sabotage, overcome it, and live the life you truly deserve. Chapter 2. There is no such thing as self-sabotage. The term self-sabotage often brings many negative thoughts to mind. People blame it for their failures and start blaming themselves, thinking they are either not intelligent enough, not beautiful enough, or not capable enough. But is this true? Absolutely not. In fact, self-sabotage is a way in which our unconscious mind tries to protect us. But why does this happen? Self-sabotage occurs when two conflicting desires clash within us. One is the conscious desire, meaning our aware goal, and the other is the unconscious desire, meaning our subconscious wish. For instance, your conscious desire may be to reach the top position in your office, and you might want to work hard for it. But your unconscious desire wants to keep you in the familiar and safe situation, because the new position feels unknown and intimidating. Another example is in relationships. Your conscious desire may be to have a partner who loves and supports you during tough times, but you repeatedly choose people who are abusive and steer away from healthy relationships. Your unconscious mind starts sabotaging you to prevent you from entering an unfamiliar situation. So how can you identify if you are a victim of self-sabotage? There are some clear signs. Resistance. You have a new project but avoid starting it. You want to enter a new relationship but keep postponing dates. Resistance happens even when everything is going well. This feeling can be frightening because you are not used to stability. Resistance does not mean procrastination. It is a moment to pause and reflect. Ask yourself, why am I avoiding this task? Why am I hesitating to go out with this person? Find the answers to these questions. Once you understand the reason behind your resistance, overcoming it becomes easier. Perfectionism. Striving for perfection is another form of self-sabotage. You want everything to be perfect, but out of fear that something might go wrong, you don't even start. Stop worrying about perfection. Just begin the work, whether it's perfect or not. For example, if you're writing a song, don't think about whether it will be a hit or not. Just write the song. Focus on progress, not results. Justification. Justification means validating your lack of effort. You think, at least I tried. But this mindset will never let you move forward. Instead of measuring your effort, measure your results. Set a goal to do something productive every day. Track your results, such as how many days you worked out at the gym. If you have a business idea, merely thinking about it won't help. You need to act on it. To understand and overcome self-sabotage, follow these steps. First, face your fears. Identify your unconscious desires. Ask yourself why you fear change. Second, take small steps. Instead of thinking about big goals, take manageable actions. Third, change your mindset. Teach yourself that making mistakes is okay. Mistakes help you learn and improve. Fourth, build a support system. Surround yourself with people who motivate and support you on your journey. Self-sabotage is a very common yet complex process. It unconsciously works to protect us, but if left unchecked, it can hinder our growth. By aligning your conscious and unconscious desires, you can break this cycle. Remember, the biggest obstacle on the path to success is often no one else but yourself. So, look within, identify your fears and doubts, and take steps to overcome them. That is true growth. Chapter 3. Releasing the past. Have you ever tried to let go of a bad habit? Perhaps it was smoking, eating junk food, or consuming too much alcohol. If yes, then you know how hard it can be to break habits you followed for years. It becomes even more challenging when it comes to changing the deeply ingrained beliefs within us. To achieve your goals and become a better person, you need to learn to let go, not just of external habits, but also the negative beliefs that hold you back. You must understand that you deserve everything you need and want. The first step to breaking free from self-sabotage is learning to release the past. Letting go of your past isn't easy. We cling to old beliefs because we think they're true. We convince ourselves that we're only capable of so much, that nothing better can happen to us. But this is merely a mindset, not the truth. Did you know that you are far more capable than you consider yourself to be? And you are much wiser than you think you are. All you need is to recognize this truth within you. However, this doesn't mean you should try to change everything all at once. Forcing yourself into change can backfire. Instead, gradually shift your mindset. The best way to release old beliefs is to prepare yourself mentally. Replace your negative beliefs with confidence and a positive outlook. Reflect on the painful experiences in your life that still bother you. Have you ever wondered why you can't forget those painful experiences? It's often because they're tied to some unfulfilled desire. Now is the time to start viewing those painful experiences with a new and healthier perspective. Here's an exercise to help you reframe your past. Think of a specific bad experience from your life. Let's say your first breakup. Remember how you felt at that time and how you reacted to the situation. Now, use your imagination. Visualize your younger self from that time when you were dealing with the pain of the breakup. Imagine yourself sitting in front of this younger version of you. Comfort your younger self. Tell them what you've learned over time. Explain how that breakup turned out to be one of the best things that could have happened to you. It may take time for your younger self to understand this, but trust me, everything gets better with time. Try this exercise with every painful experience in your life. Whenever you feel troubled, have a conversation with your younger self. Tell them what they can do to feel better, who they can seek help from, and how they can navigate their way out of that situation. Remember, you can't change your past, but you can change the way you look at it. And when you do this, your life begins to move in the right direction. Things are never as bad as they seem. Although you can't control what happens to you, you can control how you react to it. So why not start today? Release your past. Let it go. This is the path to inner peace and happiness. Remember, you deserve every joy, every success, and every experience that can make your life better. Chapter 4. Building a new future. Changing your perspective on the past is an important step, but it's only half the journey. To transform your life completely and free yourself from self-sabotaging behaviors, you need to build a new future. This begins with recognizing your full potential and preparing to embrace it. How can you reach your full potential? The answer lies within you, through reconnecting with your inner child. This concept, widely used in psychotherapy, is similar to the earlier exercise where you spoke to your younger self. However, connecting with your inner child isn't just about teaching or guiding them. It's about rediscovering the desires, passions, and dreams that may have been lost due to self-destructive behaviors. Often, fear, or the anticipation of failure, prevents us from pursuing our dreams. But when you reconnect with your past and your inner child, you let go of fear. You prepare yourself for the things you truly want and deserve. This is where your mind begins to work in the right direction. 5 key steps. Face your fears. Start by finding a comfortable space. Practice meditation or take deep breaths to calm your mind. Close your eyes and visualize the highest version of yourself, your future self at its full potential. Picture yourself as completely independent, happy, and successful. This version of you might be tied to something specific, running a thriving business, fulfilling a creative passion like writing, or balancing relationships, work, and family life. If imagining this future self brings up fear, don't worry, it's completely normal. Remember, this fear is just a possibility. It's your mind's way of trying to hold you back from your goals. Let go of the fear. It doesn't define what you can or cannot achieve. Focus on your future self. Now, concentrate on your future self. What do they look like? How do they behave? What are their facial expressions like? How do they speak? The more closely you observe this version of yourself, the better you'll understand what changes you need to make in your present life. Step 3. Seek guidance from your future self. When you start envisioning your highest potential, it's natural to feel a wave of nervousness or even self-doubt. The path ahead may seem daunting, and reaching that version of yourself might appear out of reach. But here's the key. There's no need to be overwhelmed. Remember, you are in control of your journey. Take a moment to seek advice from your future self, the version of you who has already achieved those dreams. Visualize this person and imagine them offering you guidance. Maybe they suggest reevaluating your current relationships or taking bold steps like pursuing a new career. Accept this guidance wholeheartedly. Remind yourself that growth often requires shedding old habits, toxic environments, or even outdated mindsets. Be open to change. It's a sign of progress. Step 4. Revisit the past and connect with your younger self. For this step, you'll use a powerful visualization exercise that takes you back in time. Close your eyes and imagine yourself as you were 5 or 7 years ago. Picture your younger self sitting in a place you used to find comfort, a cozy room, a quiet corner, or any space that holds meaning for you. Now engage in a heartfelt conversation with this younger version of you. Share the story of your life as it is today. Talk about the challenges you've overcome, the growth you've experienced, and the goals you've accomplished. For instance, you might say, "I've launched my own business," or "I've built a healthier lifestyle by changing my habits." This dialogue is more than just a comforting exercise. It's a bridge to heal past fears and insecurities. By showing your younger self what's possible, you inspire a renewed sense of confidence and purpose within yourself today. The book teaches us the immense power of self-awareness. When you identify your strengths and weaknesses, you gain clarity on how you might be holding yourself back. Self-awareness doesn't mean focusing only on your mistakes. It's about understanding how to learn from those mistakes and grow stronger. Along with self-awareness, self-acceptance is equally important. When you fully embrace yourself, including your flaws, weaknesses, and past failures, you take the first step toward meaningful change. Accepting yourself is not a weakness. It can become your greatest strength. The mountain is. You emphasizes that real transformation doesn't happen from external circumstances. It begins within. When you change your perspective and habits, you start to transform your world. Challenges as opportunities. The book also highlights that challenges and obstacles are opportunities in disguise. They serve as tools to strengthen you and help you reach your full potential. When you're ready to confront these challenges, you'll realize they aren't barriers. They are your greatest teachers. Another core message is that life is a journey. Each day presents a new opportunity, and every struggle brings a valuable lesson. Embrace your journey, celebrate your small victories, and take pride in your progress. Overcoming your inner mountains. The mountain is. You reminds us that the greatest battles we face are often within ourselves. Each time you overcome a fear, work on your weaknesses, or strive to improve, you are steadily climbing your inner mountain. Remember, you already possess everything you need to scale this mountain. All it takes is unwavering belief in yourself. If this summary of The Mountain Is You has inspired and motivated you, don't forget to like this video, share it with your friends and family, and subscribe to our channel, Books of Essence. See you next time with another amazing book. Thank you.